first official 100% certified organic cotton denim line in the world. We launched the company in end of 2003, early 2004, to really create a sustainable agricultural commercial story in the garment business. And the reason why we did that was we realized through our first brand, Rogan, which is more of a fashion, art-based, experimental, more exclusive kind of higher price point story with a smaller distribution, we realized how linguistic and impressionable our brand was and how people responded to what we were doing creatively and how that influenced the industry and how that influenced shoppers and the aesthetic that was out there in the fashion industry. And when we were pushed to sell more product and to open our distribution and to sell lower price points and all the things that typically happen to a successful fashion brand, you know, in today's market, we really had to do what was in line with our own values, which was examine the supply chain and look at what our number one resource was that we consumed, which was cotton. And we discovered very quickly how toxic the conventional cotton industry was, which is something that we were also consuming economically in our first brand. So we were really excited to build a story and build a brand around not just a philosophy, but values, and around the supply chain in sustainable agriculture. And to help people understand through clothing how related something like cotton is to the food supply, because 60% of the harvest weight of conventional cotton ends up in our food chain through feed to cattle for milk and meat, as cottonseed oil and snack foods, and you know, it kind of goes on and on. But the Federal Drug Administration in the U.S. doesn't regulate cotton as a food; it regulates it as a fiber. So you're allowed to farm it with all kinds of toxic chemicals. So that's kind of like the deeper story of what we're doing. But I think as our generation is really sort of championing and becoming the leaders of I think a new frame of environmentalism, which is really again being very examining about energy consumption. You know, what does it mean to grow a company? It means a lot more than just, you know, expanding your economic capabilities and finding more customers. You know, it also means that you're going to be using more energy, more water, all kinds of things that affect the future of the environment, of the economy, of, you know, the social infrastructure from a human health perspective.